Hello and good afternoon. Holly Shields here reporting to you live from Kalkine Studio in Sydney, and you're watching the mid-market pulse. Today, Australian shares were trading near the day's low by the afternoon session amid looming fears that the central bank may raise interest rates well ahead of its guidance. The positive cues from Wall Street failed to lift market sentiment, and correction in the commodity prices also weighed on mining and gold companies. By the afternoon, the ASX 200 was down by 28.70 points, or 0.39%. The benchmark index opened marginally higher today following overnight gains in US stocks, but soon reversed the gains. On the sectoral front, 8 of the 11 sectoral indices were trading lower, led by telecom, financials and utilities. Telecommunications services sector declined the most following a 0.65% loss by lunchtime. This was followed by 0.6% losses in financials and a 0.4% drop in the utility space. Among others, consumer staples, consumer discretionary, AREIT, energy and the materials sector also witnessed selling pressure. Bucking the trend though, the healthcare sector was the best performer with a 1.2% gain, followed by industrials, which gained 0.2% as well. The tech sector also traded higher with marginal gains following overnight rising in the US counterpart, Nasdaq Composite. Now for a look at the top gainers and losers by the mid-session trade. Well, corporate bookmaker PointsBet extended a fall for the second straight day and topped the losers chart with a 0.83% loss. Some of the other worst performers include real estate business Unibail Rodamco Westfield, gold mining producer Chalice Mining, software business Megaport and miner Perseus Mining. On the gain side, plumbing business Reece was the top performer with an 8.9% gain. The rest of the gainers include automobile parts maker GUD Holdings, healthcare firm ResMed, lithium producer Pilbara, and diversified financial group Janus Henderson. With that said, let's move on to the stocks that created a buzz today. Shares of Origin Energy were trading 0.8% lower after it released its September quarter earnings report. Power and gas retailer posted 69% year-on-year growth in revenue from its share in the Australian Pacific LNG project. The revenue was boosted by a rebound in global commodity prices, and the company said that production and sales volume was stable compared to the June quarter, despite a planned downstream shutdown during the period. And electricity sales volumes rose 3% as compared with the corresponding 2020 quarter, while gas volumes declined 7% from the prior period. During the July to September quarter, energy company signed a deal to sell 10% of Australia Pacific LNG to EIG Global Energy Partners for $2.12 billion. And shares of ResMed surged nearly 7% after the medical equipment company announced its result for the first quarter of financial year 22. The digital health company reported a 20% rise in revenue during the quarter ending 30 September. And income from operations increased 21%, while net income jumped 14%. The revenue was driven by a rise in demand for its sleep and respiratory care devices, partially offset by decreased COVID-19 related demand for ventilators. And shares of Marley Spoon plunged over 33% after the food delivery business downgraded its earnings guidance. The company has lowered its full-year revenue growth between 26 and 28% compared to the previous guidance of 30 to 35%. The company, a global subscription-based meal kit provider, reported a 14% growth in revenue at £79.2 million in the third quarter of this year compared to the prior corresponding period. And meanwhile, shares of Macquarie Group entered a trading halt pending an announcement. The investment bank plans to raise over $1.5 billion in equity to invest in the business opportunities and meet tougher capital requirements. The capital will be raised from institutional investors through a placement, and it will also launch a share purchase plan to allow retail investors to chip in. The capital raising comes after Macquarie's share price has been on a tear, rising on a record high, more than $200 earlier this week before closing at 197.83 on Thursday. The company also declared an ordinary dividend of $2.72 a share, representing a payout ratio of 50%. And shares of Crown Resorts traded marginally higher after the country's largest gaming and entertainment group signed an agreement to settle a class action against the company. The casino operator has reached an agreement to settle the shareholder class action, which commenced against it on the 4th of December 2017 in the Federal Court of Australia. The total settlement amount is $125 million, inclusive of interest and costs. Well, that's it. That is a wrap in the show. Keep watching Kalkine TV for many more trending market updates from Australia and around the world.